Hey, it's cake day. I'm gonna show you one of my hobbies. I have a 12-inch cake in yellow. Here is another 12-inch cake in chocolate. I don't know if you can tell, but I've cut this into 4 6-inch squares. I frosted each of the tops of the layers and stacked them up. I thought I could do this with one hand, but I might not be able to. And then I'm just putting this last layer on top, like that. Now I have half yellow, half chocolate. This is what the cake looks like dirty iced. It's just got a thin layer of chocolate frosting. Here is the cake carved. I just went right from the top, cut the cake out to match that. Here is the cutout cake, dirty iced. Here's my batch of Rice Krispie treats. I made these actually before I even baked the cake. Rice Krispie treats set up over time, and you want them nice and firm. You don't want them to start to sag when you cut them. So these I made before I even baked the cake. I'm gonna cut these into a 2-inch strip and then 1 1/4 inch strips. Here are my cut Rice Krispie treats. Each of these is 5.5 inches long, 1 1/4 inches square. And this one is 2 inches square and 8 and I think 3/8 in length. I've carved them into octagon shape, sort of. Move your hand. And then I carved off the top to make kind of a point. I frosted the tops of them, and then I rolled them in crushed Oreos. Also, I carved the roof on the cake on here, and then this is that middle tower. The outside iced, I frosted the steeple. It was pretty tricky. We're going to start by putting a texture on these walls. I have this fondant mold that you probably can't see the texture on it, but I'm just going to press this against, after I get those Oreos brushed, I'm gonna press this against the frosting. I stuck the 4 pillars on. I wanted to show you how I did it. I just stuck a toothpick in there and then I slid them in like that. I've done some piping on this now. I've done some details along the walls. I've done a couple of little windows up here. I did a little white detail along the top of the roof on there. Here it is with windows. I did a little bit more piping just on the outside, a little detail on the bigger window there. But here it is. I think we're gonna call it quits. I thought about doing some grass and some flowers along the edge outside, but as much as I'm getting paid for this cake, which is nothing, I think I've put enough time on it for now. And it kind of resembles the Provo Tabernacle, which is now the city center temple. Anyway, there it is.